I'm Steve Schweitzer, and this is a ghost bike. I read about it in the newspaper, saw people doing it in New York, and I have put it here in recognition that this is a dangerous intersection. A year and a half ago, I was actually on June 14th, I was crossing this intersection. I had the light. Somebody blew through the light, a car blew through the light and hit me pretty hard. And, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital. I almost lost my leg. I would be dead if I didn't have a helmet on. I decided then that I was going to do a ghost bike, and it's taken me a year and a half to both physically and mentally get to the point where I feel like, yep, I can ride again. And I realized as I was riding the Monon that it was time to get the ghost bike out. One of the things I wanted to mention was I've also written up a little explanation of what happened. So hopefully when people see the bike, they'll stop and read it and realize this is a dangerous intersection. I don't go through here now without stopping and punching the little button and waiting for the walk sign to come on. And it's added quite a bit of time to my ride up the Carmel and back. But I'm a lot more careful. Several people have asked me, do you think they're going to leave the bike here? I don't have any permission to do this. I don't know whether they'll leave the bike or not. I hope they do, but that's, I've done what I can do. I brought along the family because these guys got me through the hospital.
It was one of the scariest times of my life. I remember I was in Louisville, I got a call, and so I left work, drove up here, and I remember seeing you in the hospital. It was, yeah, you were pretty out of it. It was really scary. And then you went into surgery, and I remember it was pretty scary because we knew that, you know, our lives could have changed forever if you would have lost your leg or died or anything, you know. And then it was still scary because you had a couple more surgeries, and so again we didn't know how it was going to go. But I remember like seeing the progress that you were making like every couple of months. And I like that I got to see you every couple of months because I could see such a big difference instead of like seeing you every day where you make gradual progress. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm really glad you're riding your bike again. And I'm just so glad that you were wearing that helmet because, you know, I know that if you weren't, it would have been completely different. You know, we wouldn't be here today. Yep. So, or we would be and you wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be.
You know, I'll never get on a bike again without a helmet, ever.
At first, when I got the call that there was an accident, I thought it was one of the kids. I didn't believe them that it was you because I was so sure you were finishing a story, an editing story that was on deadline. I had no idea, so I did get to the hospital. It wasn't until they let me in to see you that I remember how serious it was. Some of the worst of the memories still come back to haunt at night. And it was just one of those situations that was a life changer. And although you've been miraculous with kind of coming out of it and continuing to regroup your life, it's still affecting us, I can tell.
This has changed my life forever. I will wear a brace on my foot for the rest of my life. I have what's called drop foot, where my foot doesn't lift up anymore. And you know, sometimes I get a little frustrated with that, but then I think about when the doctor told me as I was going into surgery, there was a fairly good chance that I was going to lose my leg. So I'm just real happy to have my leg.
Life goes on, and we're just glad. I'm glad to still have you.
Me too.
Here.
We'll make the best of it.